Hi guys, I'm Aura. Welcome back to Love's YouTube channel. Today I will be creating this amazing natural summer glam look. This is a favorite look that I love to wear on any occasion. It's always a safe bet and you will look amazing on camera and in natural life as well. This is good for a night out or for a special occasion or for every day. So I hope you guys want to watch it and recreate it. Let's get started. So the first step will be to prime my skin. I have already put on some moisturizer and today I'm using Aura Glow Primer, and this primer I love because it has my name on, and also it's very important to prime your skin before you use foundation. So you just dab it in. And the reason why I'm not using a mattifying primer even though it's summer is because I want my skin to be radiant. The primer also helps the makeup to stay on, and if you have a little redness, if you drag too much, your skin will blush a little more and you don't want that. Don't need to apply so much under the eyes. Mostly this area is where the makeup can crack a little, and that's what we want to avoid. Like that, now it's done, and let's move on to foundation. Today I'm using the EVENelixir foundation, and it is a serum foundation. So as you see, the packaging, I actually really like this packaging, it's black, and you have the drops. So this is easy to measure how much you want to use. I'm using Ivory Elegance, so this is the lightest. I know it's summer and we have to get some little tan on, but I haven't had that much time to tan, so we will make it up with the bronzer later on. And taking away a little the redness, because we don't want to look like a shrimp. At least I don't. And always start from the middle out is the best. Then you avoid having some harsh lines at the end. So next, as I said, is the concealer. It has like this little brush that kind of is a built-in beauty blender. I'm just gonna press a little, so like a needle. And then just apply a little. You don't want to apply too much. And then on the other side, and then just like with the side. What I really like is that it doesn't leave any harsh lines and it looks natural. It gives you a little radiance, so it looks like skin. So next step, I will be using the PERFECTitude loose powder, and it's actually a translucent powder. Flatten your brush because then it's easier for you to get into your inner corner and under the eyes. You don't want to apply too much because it actually can do the contrary and look like you have more wrinkles. So just apply the necessary. Now we move on into contouring, and for that I'm going to be using the CONTOURious 4-in-1 palette. For this summer we say bye-bye to the heavy contouring and just want to have a natural radiant face. So for that I'm only going to be using this one to highlight under my cheekbone, and then the contouring because we want a cold shade. That's why I'm not only using a bronzer, but actually this one, which is a little cooler, and a little blush. It's very different when it comes for different types of faces. Usually you want to just start like this, so you can put your brush and you can feel where your cheekbone is. And I personally like to go a little higher up because my face is a little round. I want to use the light part, and that will give me the contrast from shade and light. Next step is bronzer, and bronzer is one of my best friends, especially when you're a little light like I am. You want to just warm up the face. It's gonna make it more sculpt, and it's also going to make this contouring less visible and just make you look more natural and radiant and just give that extra little glow. So for that I'm gonna be using the LOVsun bronzing powder. So the difference between bronzer and a contouring sculpt palette is that contouring usually has more colder tones into it. A bronzer is warm, so it's like giving you that tan. Even if you don't have one, everyone can get a tan with a bronzer. So I like to start in the middle, and as you can see my face is starting to take a better shape. It's not just round and flat, it's having a little more contrast and a little bit more of an illusion of shapes and curves. And now on we're going to my favorite part of it, and it's highlighter. And for that I have here the GLOWrious palette, and this has some amazing shades that's gonna give you the ultimate glow bronzy look. So usually when you are working with highlighter, you have to think, what do I want to enhance? I'm gonna start with the metallic highlighter, and I'm just gonna put it on the top of my cheekbone. So think light. Luminosity is all about just popping and making it more visible. You want to start with either a fan brush, but today what I have is more a flat brush. It's also very compact, so that's gonna make the intensity of the highlighter stronger. If you use a fan brush or a loose brush, it's gonna make it more natural. So I'm gonna start by just adding a little of the soft illuminating, and then I'm gonna do something that you can also do, because that's gonna give you a little more glow, is to actually take the soft illuminator and blend it with your translucent powder. That's gonna give you a glowy look. So you mix that and then just go all over, and you can repeat this at the end of your makeup as well. So next thing is brows, and that is the ultimate best way to shape your face. It actually frames your eyes and makes you look bomb. Like, we all need brows. So for that one, we're using the PERFECTitude. So I'm using the 230 in chocolate, and this is super nice because you can just do the strokes to add some hair if you're missing, but also fill in. And on the other side, you have a little spoolie to brush off the excess and make it more natural and soft. So I'm gonna start here and just draw. This is my guideline, and then go up here. That is my second, and then the third. That's where I should end, and then like that. So right now it looks quite chunky, but we just go with our little spoolie and brush it up. And then it's done. I have primed my eyes with this little friend here. So I like to prime my eyes because it's gonna make the effect of the shadow become more visible. Otherwise the shadow is just gonna, you know, disappear after some time. So now when we have a natural complexion, a glowy all over, amazing brows, we're gonna move on into eyes. And this is the part where we get all glam up. And for that, I'm gonna be using this amazing little friend here called the Rose Gold palette. You can see here the colors are amazing, and they have this nice peach, not peachy but more rosy, a rosy look, and it has some warm tones but still some cold, so you can really adjust and, you know, create the look you want for all these summer parties, festivals, and even weddings if you're going to one. I go to many weddings. So I will start, have a blended brush, and I'm gonna take this one here. Is a matte purple grayish tone, and this I'm just gonna put on my crease to kind of create depth. And when you're done, you start to see that my eyes start to look a little bigger. From that on, with a flat brush, just apply this one, the little more rosy one, on your eyelid. And the reason why I choose this one is because it's not just like a boring white or like pinky tone, but it actually reflects the light. It's a little shimmery, so it makes the illusion of a bigger eye. Now on, we have these two beautiful colors. You have a pinker version here, and then the more warm tone. I'm gonna take that and go into kind of create like a C on the outer lid. So just go here and put that in. The texture of this one is a little more like it crumbles a little, so you have to be a little persistent and just be careful so it won't just, you know, crumble. So don't be too harsh on your cosmetics. Next, I'm gonna take this color here that is a little more grayish, platinum bronzy tone, and you're just gonna take the flat brush and put it out here on the corner. That's gonna create even more depth. Then from there, I'm gonna use the rose tone here to apply all over in the inner lid to kind of get, and I actually am gonna use my finger because this texture is a little creamy, so you have to just dab it in and it's gonna make it look more pigmented. This is ultimately what's gonna give the pinkish, beautiful, radiant look. So you can see the difference. So now when we have the pinkish tones, we just add the last one, and I'm gonna use that as an eyeliner to kind of shape my eye and give it a bit more intensity. So I'm just taking a flat brush. Then we just take the same color, this one that I was showing you. It's a little plum, and just work underneath here. So if you have a little hooded eyes or smaller eyes, you want to kind of create it a little thicker here and then going in thinner like I do here. And you don't have to go all the way because then they shrink the eyes. Or they don't shrink, but it looks like that. Lastly, I'm gonna put a little of highlighter. You know, we go back to our friend here. And we use the metallic highlighter to put in here close to the teardrop. And kind of unify the eyeliner that we created here with the teardrop there. Then go again with the highlighter and just up. So I just put the metallic one. And now guys, we're gonna add some lashes on by using the Best Dress mascara. Something I like to do instead of using an eyelash curler is to turn the brush upwards while I'm brushing my lashes and then just pressure it a little at the end like this, you know? So now when I have put on my mascara, I'm gonna add some definition to my lips, and I do that by using the Lip Affair. And for that, I'm just gonna start with an X. Always starting with the Cupid bow, that kind of gives the center, and then you can just follow your lip line. The lip liner also makes the makeup stay on longer, the lipstick, so it doesn't come off or smudge, you know, that is not pretty at all when it comes on the borders there. You can also paint a little outside if you want to get bigger lips, but I'm gonna show you a tip later on that is gonna make your lips look a little more plumpier and kissable. Next, I'm gonna be applying on top of my lip liner the lipstick here, and it's also Lip Affair from the same line, and it's in a beautiful pinkish tone. It's part of the Brave Nudes collection. This is really nice for the nude look, also for brides. And just open your mouth like you're eating a burger. Like right now, I'm gonna show you the best way to make your lips look like juicy, kissable, like just fantastic. And that is with the Lovelicious. And I like to apply it in the middle, because that's gonna like attract the light and make it look more juicy and plumpy. So you don't need to apply all the way, just in the middle. Especially here. Girl, I'm happy to be using my lip gloss again. No, lip gloss is back. So what I specifically like about this product is that it's not like this sticky, like our lips are sealed, and it's also like nourishing in a way. It's amazing to wear. So now when I'm done with my lipsticks, this is going to my purse. And next we are gonna use the setting spray. It's actually a really good way to set your makeup and also make it look like if you happen to be a little too aggressive, too much with the powder, gonna make it look a little more luminous and more natural. So just also makes it a little more sweat proof in case you sweat a little. So guys, this is the finished look and I'm really happy with it. It looks natural, my skin looks still like skin. It's glowy, you can see the glow. If you really like this video, then give it a thumbs up. You can also follow us on our social media, and if you want to get all the notifications for our YouTube channel, I recommend you to push that notification button. Be happy and enjoy life. I hope you want to take the time to try this look. I think it will look amazing on you guys. And thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye!